Samantha Nilo and I am grade 11 from ABM-3. So, now, I'm here para alamin natin kung ano nga ba yung markup and markdown sa business math. Let's watch this video. So, markup. Markup is the difference between the cost of the item and its selling price. It is added to total cost incurred by producers of goods or services. Ito yung tatandaan natin sa markup. Ito yung difference mula doon sa unang price and ang panibagong selling price. Next is cost price. Cost price is the price that the merchant pays for an item. Yung cost price, ito yung original na price. Next is selling price. The price at which the commodity is sold per unit. Yung selling price, ito yung presyo na meron ng dagdag. Next is markup rate. May dalawang base yung markup rate. Based on cost or based on selling price. Based on cost is the ratio of markup to its cost expressed in percent. And the based on selling price is the ratio of the markup to its selling price expressed in percent. Ito yung mga basic formula. To get selling price, markup plus cost. And to get markup, selling price minus cost. And to get cost, selling price minus markup. For example number 1, an office table with total cost of 2,500 is sold for 3,000. What is the amount of markup? Para makuha natin yung markup, selling price natin is 3,000 and the cost price is 2,500. So, sa-subtract natin yung selling price and cost price. So, 3,000 minus 2,500 is equal to 500. So, ang markup amount ng office table is 500. Another example. A store sells a nail trimmer for 80 pesos. After adding a 10 pesos markup, what is the cost of each nail trimmer? Para makuha natin yung cost ng nail trimmer, we need to use this formula, which is selling price minus markup. Ang selling price ay 80 and the markup is 10. Isa-subtract lang natin si selling price sa markup. So, 80 minus 10 is equal to 70. So, the cost of each nail trimmer is 70. How much be the selling price of cabinet with cost 1,500 if the desired markup rate is 20%? So, magkano daw yung magiging selling price ng cabinet kung magdadagdag ng 20%? First is, hanapin muna natin yung markup. To get markup, we need to multiply markup rate to cost price. So, ang markup rate is 20% and the cost price is 1,500. I-multiply lang natin. 0.20 times 1,500 is equal to 300. So, ang markup natin is 300. Next is, hanapin naman natin kung ano yung selling price. To get selling price, i-add lang natin si cost price to markup price. Ang cost price natin is 1,500. And the markup price natin is 300. So, 1,500 plus 300 is equal to 1,800. So, ang magiging selling price ng cabinet is 1,800. I give you 3 questions para malaman ko kung naintindihan nyo ba yung tinuro ko. You only have 1 minute para sagutin yung mga question. Number 1. A retailer buys a product for 500 and sells it for 800. What is the markup amount? The time starts now. So, the answer is 300. To get markup, we need to subtract selling price to cost price. So, the selling price is 800 and the cost price is 500. So, 800 minus 500 is equal to 300. So, the markup of a product is 300. Next, number 2. A company purchases a product for 1,000 and decides to mark it up by 40% on the cost. What is the selling price? The time starts now. So, the answer of number 2 is 1,400. So, ang tanong, paano nakuha yung 1,400? So, ang hinahanap natin is yung selling price kung magdadagdag ng 40%. So, first, para mahanap natin yung markup, which is yung 40%. I-multiply lang natin si cost price to markup percentage. So, ang cost price is 1,000 and the markup percentage is 40%. So, 1,000 times 0.40 is equal to 400. So, ang markup is 400, which is yung 40%. So, ngayon nakuha na natin yung markup, hanapin naman natin yung selling price. To get selling price, i-add lang natin si cost price to markup price. Ang selling price is 1,000 and the markup price is 400. So, 1,000 plus 400 is equal to 1,400. So, ang magiging selling price ng product is 1,400. Next is number 3. A retailer brought an item for 2,000 and sold it for 3,000. What is the markup percentage based on the selling price? The time starts now. So, the answer of number 3 is 33.33%. First is, hanapin muna natin si markup price. To get markup, subtract natin si selling price to cost price. So, the selling price is 3,000 and the cost price is 2,000. So, 3,000 minus 2,000 is equal to 1,000. So, now nakuha na natin si markup. Next is, kukunin naman natin si markup percentage. To get markup percentage, i-divide lang natin si markup dun sa selling price. Tapos, tsaka natin siya i-multiply sa 100. So, the markup price is 1,000 and the selling price is 3,000. So, 1,000 divided by 3,000 times 100 is equal 33.33%. So, the markup percentage ng item is 33.33%. So, now, let's proceed to markdown. Markdown. It is obtained by getting the difference between original selling price and the new selling price, and it is reducing the original price. Some reason entrepreneurs reduce the prices if commodities in order to, first is attract more customers. Ibig sabihin, binababaan natin yung presyo para maka-attract tayo ng mas maraming customers. Next is have more sales. Ito yung isa sa mga strategy ng mga katulad ng mga nasa mall. Nabibigay sila ng sale lalo na kapag Pasko, malapit na yung mga pasukan. So, ito yung mga formula. To get markdown, original selling price minus new selling price. And to get another markdown, original selling price times markdown rate. And to get new selling price, original sell price minus markdown. And to get markdown rate, markdown divided by original selling price times 100. For example, number 1. A store originally priced a shirt at 600, but later mark it down to 450. What is the markdown amount? So, ang hinahanap is yung markdown amount. To get markdown amount, we need to use this formula. Original price minus new selling price. So, the original price is 600 and the new selling price is 450. 600 minus 450 is equal to 150. So, the markdown amount of a shirt is 150. Next, example number 2. A product that was originally priced at 1,200 is now on sale for 900. What is the markdown percentage? So, to get markdown rate or markdown percentage, we need to use this formula. So, before that, hahanapin muna natin yung markdown amount. To get markdown amount, is-subtract natin si original price doon sa sale price. So, 1,200 minus 900 is equal to 300. So, now, na nakuha na natin yung markdown, hahanapin naman natin yung markdown rate. To get markdown, we need to use this formula, which is markdown amount divided by original price times 100. So, ang markdown amount natin is 300 and the original price is 1,200. So, 300 divided by 1,200 times 100 is equal to 25%. So, the markdown percentage of a product is 25%. Another example. A store marks down a shoes by 30% from its original price of 1.5. What is the sale price? Para makuha natin yung selling price, kukunin muna natin yung markdown amount. To get markdown, we need to use this formula. The original price is 1.5 and the markdown rate is 30%. So 1.5 times 0.30 is equal to 450. So yung markdown amount is 450. So now, kukunin naman natin yung selling price. To get selling price, subtract lang natin yung original price dun sa markdown amount. So 1.5 minus 450 is equal 1,050. So the sale price of a shoes is 1,050. So now, activity again. I'll give you 1 minute to answer the questions. Number 1. A store originally priced a phone at 25,000 but later marked it down to 20,000. What is the markdown amount? Time starts now. So the answer of number 1 is 5,000. Paano nga ba nakuha yung 5,000? To get markdown amount, subtract lang natin yung original price dun sa sale price. So the original price is 25,000 and the selling price is 20,000. So 25,000 minus 20,000 is equal to 5,000. So yung markdown amount ng phone is 5,000. Next activity. A television is originally priced at 30,000. The store applies a 50% markdown. What is the sale price? The time starts now. The answer is 25,500. Paano nga ba nakuha yung 25,500? First is, hahanapin muna natin yung markdown. To get markdown, original price times markdown rate. So the original price is 30,000 and the markdown rate is 15%. So 30,000 times 0.15 is equal to 4.5. So the markdown amount is 4.5. Now, kukunin naman natin yung selling price. To get selling price, original price minus markdown. The original price is 30,000 and the markdown is 4.5. So 30,000 minus 4.5 is equal to 25,500. So the price of a TV is 25,500. Last activity. A laptop originally priced at 18,000 is now on sale for 14,400. What is the markdown percentage? The time starts now. So the answer of number 3 is 20%. Paano nga ba nakuha yung 20%? First is kukunin natin yung markdown. To get markdown, original price minus sale price. So the original price is 18,000 and the selling price is 14,000. 18,000 minus 14,000 is equal 3,600. So the markdown amount is 3,600. Now, kukunin naman natin yung markdown rate. To get markdown rate, markdown divided by original price times 100. So the markdown amount is 3,600 and the original price is 18,000. 3,600 divided by 18,000 times 100 is equal 20%. So the markdown rate of a laptop is 20%. So now again, I am Samantha Nilo from ABM-3. And now I hope you understand my lesson about markup and markdown. As I end this video, I want to leave you with the thought that truly sums up my experience with math. It reminds me that learning is as much about exploration as it is about finding solution. For me, math is as much about the journey as it is about the destination. This quote reminds me that sometimes the real value lies in the question we ask, pushing us to think deeper and explore more. In mathematics, the art of proposing a question must be held of higher value than solving it. By Georg Cantor.